Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to a new video. Yeah, you've probably seen from the thumbnail, today's video is just a basic day on dialysis, like a typical day on dialysis. I just connected to the machine. I thought, rather than like re-recording everything, because I've got some videos already up on the channel of like me connecting to the machine and like setting the machine up and stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of overlay those over the top so you guys can see that. Still got my gloves on. Here we go. The machine's just started beeping at me. So we're struggling today with high arterial pressure on the machine, which isn't ideal, but it's something which is kind of on and off at the moment. Trying to get the fluid balance right, so it's been a bit tricky with that. So we're gonna see how we go. We might have to reverse the lines and do some stuff, but yeah, I need to take my blood pressure because we've just got on the machine, so let's do the first check now. We've got high arterial pressure again, so we're probably going to have to do something now to switch the lines, or maybe just reduce it. First things first, I'm going to try changing position. So I've just reset the machine and moved to lying on my side, which is a typical position that I tend to lie in when I'm on dialysis, and still it's not really working. Still got a 24, so we're gonna have to reverse the lines. I said the typical day on dialysis. This isn't the best typical day, but there we go. Right, so I've just reduced the pump speed down to 220 to try and get it just ticking over before we reverse the lines. Venous pressure is really good at 183, got a 24 yellow alarm coming up again, so the arterial's too high. Currently 265, so it's not going to stop at that, but 220 pump speed isn't going to cut it. We need to be doing at least 250 in order to get well, better clearance for one, and also to avoid clotting. So first things first, just going to wipe down my tray. Speaking of my tray, I'm going to tell you guys about my tray in a bit. This tray's got a lot of history. Yeah, beeping away. We're going to need a pair of gloves. Fresh pair of gloves. And we're going to need some wipes as well. I don't know what it is. I think it's like struggling to get like the fluid off me. I don't know, or like find the fluid, if that makes sense. I'm currently on some steroids to treat like some chest inflammation that I was having, and just as a result of that, I think it's just like I've got this water retention, and sometimes I think it's just struggling to find where the fluid is. So still not 100% sure my target weight at the moment, so it's all very confusing, to be honest. But yes. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you. Bang, bang, bang. If you can see that, just got my gloves and some wipes ready to go. Hold the camera back there. Yeah, so right, let's give this a go. We're gonna have to stop the machine. It's on a 2 at the moment, so it's doing a system check, but I'm gonna force stop that. And we're gonna clamp the red, and we're gonna clamp the blue. Pop some fresh gloves on. These gloves sometimes can be so hard to get on when your hands get like a bit sweaty and stuff. It's not ideal. Okay, pretty much half on. And if you ever have to reverse the lines when you're on dialysis, don't worry, it's not going to start clotting straight away. You need to try and move relatively quickly, but just take your time and just make sure that, you know, you just do it as sanitary as possible. I'm going to show you guys now how I do it. So what I do now I've got my gloves on, is just give this a quick clean there with 1, 2, and then on the third wipe, what I do, leave it under there like a kind of sterile field. Now, red line, I just cover that with an alcohol wipe to make sure that stays clean. So I put the blue line onto red, red line onto blue, unclamp the red, unclamp the blue, press go, hope for the best. Then I just because I'm OCD, just give the lines another little wipe. .24 yellow coming up again, so arterial's still high, but as I suspected, it's much better than it was. It's currently 230. Whether or not that's going to allow us to go up to 250 pump speed, I don't know. Venous is looking okay. All we can do is try. So also got you guys, I'm going to pop it up to 250 pump speed and see if we can get there. That is the aim, for us to get to 250. We're at 250 now with an arterial of 278, so it's much better. What I often find is that when I've reversed the lines, we've gone into a system check again now, but when I reverse the lines, I have to reverse it back again afterwards, because like straight line connection, red to red, blue to blue, normally works for me, but I have to reverse it and then reverse it back, and then when I do that, it's like sometimes it's just like spot on. So it's really quite confusing. But we reverse the lines, we've managed to get to 250 pump speed, so now hopefully we can get into a good session. Fingers crossed. Of course, if you guys have got more questions about the whole reversing lines thing, of course consult, you know, your doctor or talk to your nursing team about it. But it's always a confused one to me. I mean, it can be for a number of reasons. I think sometimes the lines can get like stuck on the wall, chest wall, and reversing it just kind of like maybe the other one's just like a little bit off the chest wall, so it's not like catching or causing the pressure problem so much. You know, it can be a problem with your line, but like my dialysis session before this, I was off yesterday. The day before that, I had a cracking session, so it's really hard to say. Or it can be just like straight what I said, which can be that the pressures, the fluid balance isn't quite right, so you're not needing to take off any fluid, which is then causing the blood to be quite sticky because there's no fluid there to take out. We're still having issues here. We're like 288 arterial, so we may have to just like straight away reverse the lines back again. Venous is quite high as well, so I just can't odds it. It's not going great. It's going to alarm very, very soon, I can see. Having reversed the lines, I've still got a red 24 coming up. And I've just given a bolus as well, which is basically when you flush some of the saline through the machine, just to give yourself a bit of a water bolus, really, if you are dry. But that's not working. We're gonna have to go back down to 220 pump speed and try and reverse the lines back again. Frustrating, because that's not helped at all. Right, here we go again. We've already got that out. Need a fresh pair of gloves and some more wipes. And we're just going to reverse the lines back again to where they were and hope that that helps. What a day, eh, to make a video about dialysis, as we call it, a typical day. I guess this can be a typical day because you just don't know what to expect, you know. You hope to God that it just goes perfectly right, but more times than more times than not recently, I have been having some issues, which is not fun. Quick clean there before I put my gloves on. Right, stop the machine, clamp the red, clamp the blue. Let's do it again and hope that we get a better result. That was me saying before that when you reverse the lines back, sometimes it can be perfect. Let's hope this is one of those times. Right. Bit of cleaning. The machine's just beeping now. It's on yellow 4 to say that the blood pump is not running. So just alerting you to okay, right, blue unclamped, red unclamped, go. Hope for the best. Quick clean there of the lines again. Just like to keep everything nice and clean. I'm a bit OCD, you see. Okay. That's not helped. We've got a yellow 24. And we're at 220 pump speed now. Wow, this is being very problematic today. $120, $158, $191, $230, $250. It's going to go again. Wow. It really doesn't like it this way around. This is crazy. Let's try taking all of the fluid, like removing no fluid, but no fluid's come off yet, so it's really confusing me. 2.2 to come off. Let's try removing no fluid. No, it's not having it. Right, we're gonna have to reverse the lines again. Back. Crazy. This is not going well. And then we're gonna have to run at 220 pump speed and just... Sorry, I'm not really cutting this video out, I'm just letting it roll with you guys here, but this is not a good one. Another pair of gloves. Bit of cleaning, I've already clamped the lines. This is really not ideal. For those watching who do home dialysis or looking to start home dialysis, please don't be deterred by all of these problems that I'm having here. But this is the reality of home dialysis, and sometimes you've got itchy nose. Sometimes you can have issues that need to be dealt with, and that's why you'll be trained in how to deal with them, and just have to try your best. Right, red clamp on, blue clamp on. Not much more I can do now. I've done that, reversed the lines multiple times now in a very sanitary manner, because of course you don't want to run the risk of infection. Venous is 249. Arterials come up 24 yellow again, so it's too high. It means it's over 220. It's now 244, 253. It's terrible. Terrible pressures, but that's the best we're going to get. We're going to have to hope that it settles down. I'm going to hope it settles down, and I'll check back in with you guys in a few minutes. Lay back down on my side, hope for the best. Arterial about 251, 257, 220 pump speed's not going to cut it though. We need to get that up. Right, firstly, before we lay back down on our side, I will do that blood pressure check, which I attempted to do earlier before we had to start all of this palaver of reversing the lines. Just see what the blood pressure's saying. We're only about 15 minutes into dialysis at the moment. (140/80) blood pressure. I'll log that into my phone in a second. 61 pulse. That's all fine. This, however, is not fine. Stop. See if that helps. Nope. Right, let's try laying on the other side. Oh, sorry, covering the screen. It's not going to do it. It's gone again. Wow, this is becoming impossible. What do you do next? That's the question. What do you do next? 24 again. It's just not helping. Wow. Wow. Kind of run out of options, really. The next option is only to reduce the pump speed down to 200. Reverse the lines and remove the bungs. Honestly, can't think of anything else. If this stops at 200 now, we're in real trouble. $200 it's running, but that pump speed's just not going to cut it in terms of potential clotting. Wow, this is a real problem. Alright, got some more gloves out. Gonna get a bunch of wipes out here. And we're gonna have to try and attempt to reverse and remove the bungs. See if that helps. 293 arterial pressure on 200 pump speed. Terrible. One of the worst I've ever had. Right. Gloves on. Stop the machine. Clamp. Clamp. You can use this as a kind of sterile field. Now this is quite tricky when you're reversing the lines and taking the bungs off, and this is why it's best to use a lot of alcohol wipes to keep everything clean. So here I can take off the red. Cover that. Remove the bung. Or actually take off the blue. Cover that. unclamp, unclamp, go. Now what I should have said to you to do there, wow. Wow. We're going to have to stop treatment, I think, at this rate, guys. It's just not having it at all. We're all open on the clamps, but just restarted again now. It's going to go again. Wowzers. All we can do is give a huge bolus here, white clamps open, hope for the best. And we go all the way down to, so we have a big bolus here. Okay, huge bolus, reverse the lines, remove the bungs, 24. Wow. Reverse the lines back, I could do. Failing that, we're gonna have to come off. Wow. This is unbelievable. Now I can feel it, it's gonna go. Wow. Mute, stop, clamp, 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 clamp. That's what I didn't do before. More wipes. If this doesn't work, guys, we will be coming off early. Because I've run out of options. Well, it's important just to stay relaxed because this is very stressful, and I can imagine for some people this can be quite overwhelming, but kind of been there and been through it all already, so nothing phases me too much. But when you can't do your dialysis because of these problems with the pressures, it is very unnerving. and ultimately results in a trip to the hospital to get your line checked and all of that. So, alright, let's move a bit quicker because this is not good. Quick clean. Last point of call, otherwise we're coming off. Nothing I can do after this. .24's come up again, 24 yellow. Arterial's not looking good. .24 again. All we can do is change position, try that. If not, we're coming off early because there's nothing more we can do right now. This is ridiculous. Try going upright. Not alarming at the moment. And try staying in this position and see how we get on. It's gone again. There's only one option. That's to come off treatment, call a hospital, try and book in to go up there and have dialysis, maybe this evening up in centre. That's the only choice. What a day. I've just reduced the pump speed down to 170, which is a joke really. And we're still getting the 24 yellow. So we've got some serious issues with something. What that is, I'm not sure of, but something's not working. Just wiping down my tray. 244 arterial. At least it's not going to stop, but we're at 170 pump speed. You can't run at that. It's going to have problems with crossing. So got my coming off pack. I'm just going to have to come straight off. Going to have to put some new bungs on the end of the lines because removing the bungs didn't help. So obviously the bungs weren't the problem. I'm going to have to look back on this video, but we must have reversed the lines about, I don't know how many times we reversed the lines, but it's not worked. This is Citra lock to lock the lines. We're going to need a couple of these to flush the lines. I normally use 2, but I'm actually going to get out another 2 today to do a double flush. You're going to need a couple of pairs of gloves. Out 3 pairs to make sure we got enough, and then we're going to need a bunch of wipes again. Oh god, we're leaking. Why are we leaking? Shit. Wow. They started to undo themselves. Got blood all over my sheet. Brilliant. Okay, stop. Go again. Got blood all down my top as well. Wow. Wowzers. .288 pump speed. I've had enough. I need to come off it. Not been a good day. Just opening these wipes. Why did that start leaking? It's because the pressures are too high. Because the pressures are high, it's causing some serious problems. Wow, sugary doodah. Okay, gonna have to get a few of the extra bungs out here to put these back on the lines. Then we're gonna have to call the hospital. Try and get booked in up there. That's what we can do. Right, we're there. Time to come off. Just gone red 23 again, 24 again, sorry. So, got no choice. Completely out of options. This has been an awful dialysis session. We're gonna have to end it there. Right, see if we can quickly get the first set of gloves on and just clean the lines before we come off. Gonna alarm again, but you have to try and move quickly. Gone again. I'm just going to let it beep whilst I clean these lines. Just mute, stop, don't start again now. We're just going to end it there. I think that's enough cleaning. Make sure up here is clean. Hopefully we can still get the rinse back in. Press and hold. Force us into rinse back. Yes. Right, we've got into rinse back now. Quick change of gloves. Gloves aren't going on very well today either. It's not a good day all round. Stay calm, don't panic. Okay. Gonna do a quick wipe under here. Gonna put one in between the red and blue as well. Just wrap the blue one off. Red to red up there. Stop and start the rinse back. Forgot to flush the line again, so I've lost blood. One flush. Alright, then a double flush on that one. I've got blood everywhere today, all over my sheet. Wow. Damn it. You can see there's some clotting inside the red line there, which isn't ideal. We're now going to put the Citralock in. Right, that's one line. Right, stitcher locks in. Whew. Rungs on the end. I'm going to clear down, guys. Now I'll check back in with you once I've cleaned up this bloodbath that's happened on my bed. And there's a few things we're going to have to do.